Offense today, offense, quote unquote, won the day, if you want to say that. We had 3 real periods of scrimmage, and they scored 3 touchdowns, or 2 touchdowns, field goal to win a 2-minute drill. Then we had second to play it, and they were 3 for 4 in those drives. So, good day here by the offense. Defense, explosive day. Like, we had some really good plays, and then all of a sudden we give up a 3rd and 17. Right? You can't have those.
You mentioned previously that you thought that you would have more explosive plays this year. How are you feeling about that aspect?
I think it's showing up in camp. I think you're seeing some guys that we didn't know if they were going to be explosive playmakers come Saturday showing up as explosive playmakers in camp already.
You think that you might be able to get into more of those opportunities based on early down passing?
Yeah, if we can get into manageable down distances, play with leads, like if we can play good defense early, all that stuff affects it. If you're down 10 points, 14 points, or 7 points versus a good team on the road, and you get a 3rd and 1, when they're rolling your defense, you got to keep the ball. You may have a big play, but possession of the ball and keeping your defense off the field is vital. So it has to change how you call it. If your defense is not on the field and you're playing good defense, getting off the field, you can call the game more effectively, aggressively on offense, because you're not worried about how many snaps your defense is playing as much, because they're not defending 9, 12-play drives. So I think it all goes together with the flow of the game. You as an offensive coordinator cannot put your defense on the field 85, 90 times and expect them to, shut people down. People get tired. It's the reality of it. So I think complementary football may allow us to do that.
How does Hamilton's big play potential strike you relative to your years of coaching?
He's very fast. I think everybody knows that. He's a good starter, all right. But I think Malik's big playability in camp has been really good too. He took one to the house about a couple days ago on a now screen. Then JT, we know him. Moss is a guy who has that ability when he gets the ball in his hands and makes people miss. We got a bunch of guys there that I think can become explosive playmakers on the perimeter. We got to become better blockers.
Yeah, what point in August do you get super anxious for the season?
I'm in it. I really don't. I'm in it every day. I don't get anxious. Maybe when we do a mock game, we'll do a mock game in the stadium where all we're doing about 10 days out. We go through weird situations after a safety kickoff, right? If you punt it or if you kick it off, we go through every scenario possible. I guess that's the day under the lights. You're transitioning from camp to season long, and you're in it. That's probably the day that I know it's game time. It's game time.
Gordon was talking about yesterday how he doesn't know if the guy who first came to ASU would be able to handle the attention and the expectations upon him now. How have you just seen him mature over his almost 2 seasons here?
He's the same Jordan. He's just a different level of Jordan. It's like he elevated up. In a video game, and you hit another tier, and the guy gets bigger. That's JT. He's just matured. He's grown up. He understands what it takes to be successful, the work it takes to be successful on and off the field. He's really bought into what Coach Ward has preached in terms of what it's going to take for him to sustain success and do it at a high level for a long time. And he's really taken that.
What's the difference between the Ben and Wade drives today?
Honestly, I didn't notice, which is a good sign. That's key. I'll go watch the tape and see if there are any catastrophics, but I didn't see bad snaps. I always see the vision of through the quarterback, right? I see the ball snap. I don't know the snap next to the wing. That's usually what I look at, and I didn't see any catastrophic snaps. I think most of them are around the quarterback. So I'll have to go look at the tape. They look at the EMAs, helping them to know where I should block them today.
What's the biggest difference between CJ last year and CJ this year?
He's faster. He's quicker. I think his body weight is the same roughly, but his body percentage of fat is way down. And you can see that quickness and explosiveness, especially in the pass rush. That's something that obviously we've made an emphasis on. We struggled rushing the passer with 4 last year. We didn't go out, get somebody to go rush the passer with 4. We didn't go to the portal and say, hey, you guys aren't good enough. We said, hey, you guys, we need you to get bigger, we need to get stronger, we need to get better at games together. I think that's starting to show up from the inside guys and the outside guys. I think their strength and what they did in the offseason is starting to show up in terms of the pass rush.
So that emphasis on body transformation with that group as a whole, that was kind of not just your typical progression, but like a really conscious decision.
Yeah, that was a conscious decision that, we had success last year, and they're all back on this team. Well, if those guys would have been draftable grades last year, they'd be gone, and I would have told you to leave. Right? They weren't. They realized, man, I got to do more to get my body in position to become that, and they did. And that's what I'm most proud of, is those guys really took the challenge of, I'm Clayton, I'm going to be 255 pounds, and I'm doing it. I'm Prince Glover, I got to be around 250, I'm doing it. CJ, I got to have a better pass rush inside, I'm doing it. Jacob, same thing. Elijah, same thing. Watt, same thing. Who's the strongest guy in our bigs because CJ was out for them. They took ownership together on being the very best that we do this year, and I think it's showing throughout that game.
How much have you really seen Hines, not just on the field but off the field too, help take the wide receiver room to the next level?
Yeah, the maturity level. We have a list that goes out every day about everybody who is late to academics, to weight room, to weigh-ins, to meals, to meetings. Every department that could be in, we have a list. Every day we get who is late. You don't see those guys on the list. And it just shows you don't see our team on the list anymore in general. We got a text today that, I know it's a stupid thing, but from academics that said this is the best enrollment we've ever had for fall classes. Like, that seems like such a little thing, right? It's the best team they've ever had enroll in their classes when they're supposed to. Holy cow. But those are the things that I look at and say, okay, all they did was what they were supposed to do. That is so hard. Most people, they don't do what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do. They don't hit a minimum standard of operating. And if our team is hitting that minimum standard when it comes to registering for classes, right, that is a really good sign as a program.
What enabled Rodney to have the confidence like
His strength. He's in better shape. He's lost a little bit of weight, but he's gotten stronger in the process. So I think his strength that he's putting on, I think he's the second strongest player on the team at 270 pounds. Usually when we're talking strongest kids on the team, we're talking 300s, high 290s. To be 270 and still have that strength. And then his versatility of being able to play edge and inside, then I want to play matchups.
seems to be chirping less and more focused in that difference.
That's just our football team. I think that we're learning to channel passion. When you get somewhere and we're in year one, it's like, can we just show it? I don't care. I just want to see that it matters. Year two, it's like, okay, I want to see that it matters, and we're going to make some stupid mistakes because I'm preaching that it matters so much. We're going to late hit. We're going to do something stupid, right? I outlaw that. Year three, it's can you channel the passion to play as hard as we do, but also not have stupid mistakes. I think that's the progression we're trying to make with the program, is to channel that passion in the right direction.
Jordan was very thorough in the way he was explaining how he's understanding coverages now and better understanding that. He attributed that to sitting down with you and Sam a lot in the program. How have you seen his mental game really have upside and really grow?
Yeah, he's really intelligent. He comes up when I watch film with Sam and we talk defense. I don't talk much offense with players. Offensive guys, I talk defense. Defensive guys, I talk offense. It's that simple. And I don't talk much offensive guys. So when I'm going to be seeing about coverages and how people match to trap and read coverage and all the different coverages you can have, he comes up there and listens. And he's like, okay, so if I see the safety for this, if I see the corner trap, right, and I want to win breaking route, usually in two trap, there's no wall or a one, so I can really get in there faster. It's true cover two, I can find the pocket in the whole shot. Like, how does rip lift match work? An immediate under gets passed off, right? So what if we swing the back? Then what happens? The mic matches you. Like, I'm trying to teach him what the reaction of the defense is going to be, because he is such a savvy player that if he can truly understand what he sees and how a defense should react, right, it's going to give him an advantage, especially in the offense.
Thanks, Coach.
Perfect.